Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country. I'm doing a gift request today from none other than Montauk Ed. Ed, shout out to you, my friend. I'm doing Mega Moroney's Girl in the Mirror. Now, I recognize the name, but I don't recognize the song. So this is going to be a true reaction. So let's just see what Megan has for us. A song sung by a woman about girl in the mirror could go anywhere. It could be so deep. It could literally be about how the girl didn't grow into a woman properly, or how the pain along life's path, or I don't know. My brain always tries to guess ahead of time to see if I could connect the dots from just a song title. All right, here we go. I'm not dealing with this trick. Oh, she's being abused, like by her father, verbally.
The girl in the mirror, she's lost her damn mind. She's gotten too used to crying all the time.
Ow.
He puts her down, she puts him pedestal high. The girl in the mirror, she's lost her damn mind. She looks just like me, but I don't recognize her. She's got the same eyes, but they're heavy and tired. He just walked out and she's standing right here. She loves the boy more than she loves the girl in the mirror. The girl in the mirror used to know who she was. Now she's up wondering why she's not enough. He put out her fire in the name of young love. The girl in the mirror used to know who she was. She looks just like me, but I don't recognize her. She's got the same eyes, but they're heavy and tired. He just walked out and she's standing right here. She loves the boy more than she loves the girl in the mirror.
I love that line. It seems so simple, so obvious, just whatever, you could blow right past it. But he just walked out and she's standing right here. Now you put yourself in her shoes, in her situation, where you're standing there after somebody just left, and you can feel that line so much more deeply than just a cursory glance would otherwise provide.
She's wearing the dress that I wore out tonight. I'm the girl in the mirror, that's why. She looks just like me, but I don't recognize her. She's got the same eyes, but they're heavy and tired. Why it didn't work, well, it's perfectly clear. I love the boy more than I love the girl in the mirror.
She made it first person there. I
Can't love the boy more than you love the girl in the mirror.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way it got brought around. Up until the very last stanza, or verse, or whatever you call it, it had been she loves the boy, and then in the end it's I. So obviously a clear reference that I don't know if Megan wrote this. Early in the song I got the sense she did. There's just something about when somebody's singing their story, you can't always capture, because some people are just really good at singing a song, or they feel it themselves, and they're just very compassionate, identifying people, and so they can feel what someone else is going through better than other singers or vocalists can. And in this case, though, I don't know, there just seemed something so authentic about it. And maybe it was about a friend, maybe not. But in the end, where she said, I'm like, oh, the way she said that just bespoke a very personal connection or attachment to the lyric. And you never want that for somebody. But you know what goes on in the world. I mean, it just verbal abuse does, ugly relationships do. Uh, we tend to identify with the person telling the story. But, I don't know what she did in this story to make the relationship go wrong. All right. Maybe nothing. Maybe absolutely nothing. Maybe just a sweetheart there loving the guy. And he's just an absolute jackass, mean spirited, whatever. And this absolutely happens in the world. But the idea of loving yourself, it's an interesting concept, even. Like when the first two commandments, love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength. Love, and the second is just like this one, love your neighbor as yourself. And I've considered, what does it mean to love yourself? I mean, what is love anyway? I mean, love is this idea. It's even spoken of as a spirit or an energy or something. But you know it when you see it. It's one of those things where you may not be able to define it, but you know it when you see it. And love certainly has a look. It has a feel. It has so many components where you're like, oh yeah, somebody's in love. But to manifest that sort of kindness, that gentleness, the patience, the warmth of thought toward yourself, rather than being self-deprecating or overly harsh or judgmental toward yourself, it's a challenge because we're social beings. We want to be in relationships with other people, and in order to do so, you do modify your own behavior. You modify some of your expectations and desires and such, and presumably they are too. You get something to be in a relationship with somebody, but you are also going to give something up, and that's the balance to be struck, where you want to retain your own identity enough but give enough to the other person so that who you are works for them. It gives them a sense of safety, of trust, of peace, of energy, of mutual give and take, of effort. And in this song, that wasn't the case at all. She was loving him more than she loved herself. She was caring for him more than she cared for herself. He knocked her down. She had him on a pedestal. That was the lyric earlier in the song. She had him on a pedestal. And yeah, I mean, when you love somebody, it kind of is easy to idealize them and kind of put them up there. I had certainly done that in my marriage, and I'm okay with that because, I mean, you don't want to idolize them, but to actually love does put that person. You sacrifice for them. You give. You want them to feel good. You don't want to cause them stress. But there's a balance to be struck between being a sycophant or ass kisser, or somebody where you subordinate every one of your desires to the desires, needs, and wants of the other person. Then you've lost yourself. Oh, yeah. Is this a shock that this is Montauk Ed's song request? I love the way she sang that. All right, I'm going to rate this one. There's so much truth in this that this happens. It's that sliver of life that people lose themselves in relationships, and then how to recapture themselves. Because even when you extricate yourself from such a relationship, then you've got this self-loathing that takes place. Like, how did I let myself get involved in that relationship? Why didn't I take a stand for myself sooner? Why don't I value myself more? You begin with these self-indictments, and you've got to get answers to them, or you will repeat them. All right, Ed. Yikes. This even shocks me, but the number that popped into my head was a 9.8. God, I wonder why. I mean, obviously, it made me think, it made me feel that sliver of life, the way she sang it, the instrumentation let me feel the whole thing. So there we go, a 9.8. It's thank you for that, man. You find all these artists out there, and I love it, like these songs. So, all right, guys. Have a great day. Value yourself. I'll see you on another video and keep rocking the country.